Hello, everyone. This is Delana from Delana's Yoga Suite. And just a few minutes, we're going to go live here on YouTube. If you're here for the moment, definitely connect. If you are on Facebook, we're going to go live on Facebook in a couple of minutes. So definitely connect on there as well. I'm here in the studio. For those of you who live in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area, you are experiencing, just like myself, the aftermath of our ice storm. And wherever you are, I definitely wish you well, wish you warmth. And just a few minutes, we're going to get going. And I know it's been a while being on YouTube. It's been a minute since I've been here. But today I decided to go live. And I'm going to definitely try to connect once again with Facebook so you guys can connect live as well. Today we're going to go into sun salutations. Many of you are very much familiar with that. And that is that sometimes is where we do a lot of forward bends, we do a little bit of back bends. There's some vinyasa flow in there. I'm going to add a couple of modification variations for some of the poses, and also I'm going to go over how you can use the props to go over this flow. It can be beginner friendly. The usual tradition is to for sun salutations. Hello, everyone on Facebook. This is Delana from Delana's Yoga Suite. So, as I've mentioned before, we're going to be going over sun salutations. So, many people are very much familiar with that. Sun salutation is usually done during a time of transition and change. You can do it anytime, any way where you want to do that at, anywhere where you're feeling like you need to that you're going through transition or change, especially if you're having a birthday, if you're having a life transition or change, if you're doing it for seasons. It's very popular for doing it for the New Year's, kind of ringing in the New Year's. Some people practice sun salutations, specifically sun salutation A, by doing 108 flows of sun salutations. And there's a greater meaning to that. So for 108 is a sacred number. If you're Buddhist that you know, it's also practiced, I believe, in the Hindu tradition. Definitely feel free to correct me if that's wrong as well. But I know for a fact in the Buddhist tradition, 108 is a sacred number. 108 is the number of defilements that you need to rid yourself before you reach enlightenment. So if you're part of the Hindu culture, religious practice, definitely type in the comments and let everyone know how 108 is significant within the practice as well. But for the Buddhist tradition, 108, that's why when you see people with what people call prayer beads, in Buddhism, we don't call them prayer beads, but we use them for chanting. You'll see sometimes people with mala beads, and they're these like long strands of beads. And for those mala beads that are 108, that's the reason for that number 108. So you'll see people kind of go bead by bead chanting. They'll pass a bead with every chant or every phrase that they say, and it's a way for them to count off to that 108 using the beads from the mala. But that's the significance for 108. And that's kind of the same use that 108 is used for sun salutations. That 108 you're using to transition, you're using it to mentally, physically, and energetically detoxify yourself, shifting your old junk out of the way and refreshing yourself mentally, physically, energetically. for the new opportunities, the new and great things that are coming your way. Definitely feel free to leave a question in the chat box if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook. Definitely leave a message in the chat box, in the comment box. I would love to answer your questions. If you have any questions about yoga, if you have any questions about Thai massage, definitely let me know. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get it started. So, first and foremost, I'm going to start off by standing. So for those of you, no matter where you are within your practice, definitely get into a place where you have enough space to kind of stretch out a little bit. So you can do this in your living room. You can do this in your bedroom. If you have space in a hallway, if you're at work and you want to take a little bit of time, you're transitioning from the first half of your day and you're going into your second half of your day and you're at work and you have that space, you have the ability to do some sun salutations, feel free to. You do want to create a comfortable wearing clothing gear. So clothes that you can move around in so that you don't have to worry about feeling like you have to pull and tug and pull up. Things that you feel comfortable, they can be loose clothing. If you like wearing the stretchy clothing, feel free to as well. But we're going to go ahead and get going. So we're going to stand with our feet are pressed together, feet, ankles, and thighs. So that's one option. You can stand. The arms can rest beside the body. Palms can press against the side of the body as well. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, around, back, down, away from the ears. And we're going to stretch the head up toward the ceiling. Second option for your feet, you can separate the feet hip width distance apart. The toes are going to face forward. Same thing, rolling the shoulders forward, up, around, back, and down. And we're just going to relax the shoulders away from the ears. The arms and hands are going to rest beside the body. Breathing in, we're going to roll the arms around the body. And we're going to press the palms together at the top of the head. Try to straighten your arms and elbows as much as possible. But if that's not where you are with your practice and you feel that bend, just put like a little bit of bend if you need to. No matter where you are within this pose, we're going to roll the shoulders back as much as possible. So again, you can interlace the fingers. As you can see, for some of you, my fingers interlaced. The fingers are pointing up toward the ceiling. That's one option. Or you can just press the palms together. Relaxing the shoulders back. Breathe out, press the palms at heart center. Taking in that next deep breath in, we're going to start coming to our Sunsalutation A. Breathe in, we're going to straighten the elbows once again, and you can put a small back bend here. So press your seat and hips and pelvis forward, press your thighs forward. Lift the chin, roll the head back, roll the shoulders back. Open up the whole front half of the body here. Coming to the side here, once again, coming to that back bend so you can kind of see. Press your seat forward so that you can support your lower back here. Press the hips, the pelvis, the thighs forward. Relax the arms back. Come into a small back bend here. Press in all of your toes from your pinky toe all the way into your big toe. And then exhale. We're going to come into that full forward fold here. We're going to roll the chest forward, roll the head, neck, and shoulders forward. And we're going to allow the head, neck, and arms to dangle here. If you're able to touch the floor, feel free to. If not, no problem. You can allow the arms and hands to just dangle here. You can use if you have yoga blocks, great. You can use hardback books. You can use canned fruits and vegetables. Place them in just a few inches in front of the feet. Tuck the chin into the chest. Round the back. Tuck in the hips and pelvis here as well. You can still come into that half forward, that full forward fold with the blocks here. The great thing about your props here, you can change the height of your props to support your full forward fold. But we're going to round the back, tuck the chin into the chest, If you feel that tightness behind your legs, behind the hamstrings and calves, you can put a small or big bend into the knees until they're ready to release. Next, we're going to breathe in through the nose, and we're going to come into a half forward fold. So as we come into this half forward fold, you can press the palms into the shins. You can flatten the back, relax the shoulders from the ears, press the head forward. Another version to come into your flattened back. Again, using your props, your books, canned fruits and vegetables here. Again, placing them just a few inches in front of the feet. The palms and arms are shoulder width apart. We're straightening the elbows here. We're relaxing the shoulders. We're going to put a small arch in the lower back so that we can help flatten the back here. You're going to feel that extra extension behind the hamstrings and calves as you put a small arch into the lower back. Relaxing the shoulders, pressing the head forward. Breathing here in through the nose. And exhale. We're going to come into one more deep breath in. And we're going to exhale, come into a full forward fold here. Tuck the chin into the chest, round the spine. So here, using without the props and blocks, you're going to press your hands underneath the shoulders on either side of the feet. And from here, and I'm going to walk up so you can see this a little more. You can step 1 foot back, your left or your right foot stepping 1 foot back, coming into a low lunge. You can also use, again, your props to step, to walk them on either side of your front foot, your front leg. You can use your props here. You can also use your fingertips and palms. So, coming into that low lunge. Coming into that low lunge here. Hands are going to rest on either side of your front foot. You want that front knee to sit over top of the ankle. The reason being is we want the weight of the body to shift from the body to the floor and not into the knee joints. That's what happens when we overextend or underextend that knee. So step, and you can usually take that foot and just slide it forward if you need to, making sure that knee sits over top of the ankle. You can use a pillow. You can use a fold-up blanket. Definitely feel free to use your props. I'm going to use my bolster, my pillow, to support my lower right leg. So that's if you need that support. Coming into your low lunge. And taking that pillow, you want it so that no matter how far you slide your back knee back, it's still supported by your prop. We want this low lunge to drop into the hips here. That's our goal. We want the weight of the body to slide into the hips, not into the joints. So that's why we're sliding that knee back. But if you don't want to lower that knee, if you want to keep that knee lifting, curl the back toes under, straighten that back knee. Feel free to shift that weight into the back heel just a little bit as you bend into the front knee. That'll help you drop your weight into the hips here. Both hands can rest on either side of the front foot. You can also, again, use your props, use your blocks, use your canned fruits, your vegetables here. We're going to lift the chin. Very important. We want to lift the chin. We're dropping the chest down as well. We're still relaxing the shoulders. We're going to hold here for just a few breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So from here, we're going to take the left foot and we're going to hopscotch, step the left foot back, coming into a high push-up, high plank pose. So you want your seat to be on the same level as your stomach and shoulders. So if your seat is too high, lower the seat. And if your seat is too low, lift the seat. You'll know that you're in line with your spine when you feel that tension in the stomach. So if you feel that tension in the stomach as you hold this high plank, high push-up pose, then that's where you want it to be. If you have sensitivity with wrists, definitely come into hands and knees tabletop pose. You can also use a pillow or blanket to support your palms here. If you feel those aches and pains there, definitely don't be afraid to use your props in your yoga practice. Our bodies and minds change on a daily basis, and sometimes you may need a prop, and sometimes you may not need a prop. So go ahead and make sure that you take care of yourself, whatever you're doing throughout your yoga practice. You want to be safe? It's better be safe than sorry. So if you're in hands and knees tabletop pose, we're going to roll the elbows forward, and you're just going to twist your elbows facing forward. Press your palms and finger pads into the mat and floor firmly. Bend your elbows. When you bend your elbows, you want to bend them into the body, into the chest, into the rib cage. You don't want to bend them out because that will shift your body to the wrist, and you don't want to do that. So when you roll the elbows forward, and this is whether you're in high push-up, high plank pose, or hands and knees tabletop pose. But specifically coming into hands and knees tabletop pose, roll the elbows forward, bend the elbows into the body. Continue to relax the shoulders. We're going to lower the chin first. And for safety reasons, just in case the hands kind of slip out from underneath you, you want to fall flat on your face. So you want to lift the chin, bend the elbows, lower your chest first. Lower from your chest. That's what relaxing the shoulders. Then you see the seat and hips still lifting. Just slide the legs down and flatten the body. That's if you're coming into a hands and knees tabletop pose. And we're going to lower ourselves into Chaturanga Dandasana. So next, we're going to come into Chaturanga Dandasana from the high push-up, high plank pose. Same thing, the elbows are rolled forward. We're going to bend the elbows into the body, relax the shoulders, and lower the body in one unit. So you don't want to lower the body in pieces from high push-up, high plank pose. You don't want to lower from the legs and then the body because that kind of unaligns the spine. You're kind of you're still putting more pressure into the wrist there, and you're putting a little bit of pressure into the lower back when you start to separate the back and the seat there. So that's why we remain in that stick formation. We bend the elbows, we lower the body fully, safely flattening the body here. Palms are going to rest underneath the shoulders. We're still pinning the elbows, pin your wings as I like to call them, into the body. Next, we're going to come into our back bend. So we have many variations within our back bend here. I'm going to start off by coming into baby cobra, where you press into the palms and you just lift the neck. You lift the chin. Open up the front of the neck. And you don't have to rock the head back all the way, just enough to lift your chin. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Next, coming into our medium cobra, where you're just straightening the elbows a little bit. So now we're lifting the head, the neck, and the chest. Most of the work here, you want it to be in the spine, in the back here. So now I'm opening up my neck, my chest, but I'm also stretching and bending the top of my spine here. So and again, we're putting a little bit of pressure to the mat and floor using the palms. Again, the majority of the work you want to come from the spine, because with your palms here, even if you were to lift the palms off the floor, you should still be able to at least maintain the back bend just a little bit. So that's why you want the majority of your work to come into the spine and not your palms. Next, we're going to come into full cobra, and that's where we straighten the elbows fully. The elbows are still pinned into the body. The shoulders are relaxed. You're getting that full bend of the spine here. The tops of the feet are resting into the mat. My shoulders are still relaxed away from the ears, and I'm still just lengthening my spine here, just lifting that chin. I don't have to rock the head back a lot here. I can just lower that chin on top of the spine and press into the heels of the palms and finger pads, lifting the torso, opening the torso, lifting the stomach as well. For those who really want to make it feel good, who really want to open up the whole body with the back bend, you can come into your upward facing dog. Now from here, you slide the palms beside the rib cage. I'm taking my elbows, my wings, and I'm pinning them into the rib cage, into the body. Now I'm going to lift the whole body. I'm going to start off with my chin, my neck, the chest, the stomach. This time lifting the hips and pelvis and the tops of the thighs. So everything is lifted except for the palms and the tops of the feet. I'm pushing away. I'm still coming to that back bend. My hips are hovering. My thighs are hovering above the mat and floor. Exhale, I'm going to flatten the whole body no matter where I am. If putting any type of pressure on your wrist is an issue, slide the elbows forward so that the elbows replace the palms underneath the shoulders, pressing the forearms and palms into the mat and floor. Relax the shoulders, feel the chest roll forward. Again, lift the chin here. Come into your Sphinx pose. And this is if you really have issues with putting any type of weight on your wrist, especially if you have carpal tunnel syndrome, if you have recent wrist surgery. You can also use a blanket, pillow to tuck underneath your forearms. This will elevate the torso a little higher, but it'll also give you a little additional support with the arms and palms here. So definitely keep that in mind, using a folded blanket, towel, or pillow. Coming out of here, we're going to come into our downward facing dog. Some of us may need to transition into downward facing dog from hands and knees tabletop pose. So we're going to do that first. So if you need to transition into downward facing dog via hands and knees tabletop pose, we're going to push ourselves up, palms are underneath the shoulders, knees hip width distance apart. Again, you can hold here if downward facing dog is not where you are. Again, this is your practice. It's better to be safe than sorry. Next, you would curl the toes under. Curl these toes, curl your tootsies under. Stretch your toes, press into the balls of the feet. I'm going to take my socks off real quick. I'm going to need the traction. So it's all right to practice yoga in your socks if you feel like you need to. You may eventually start to kick them off once you kind of see that you need the traction for your feet to come into these poses. So curling the toes under, stretching the toes, pressing in the balls of the feet. Next, again, I'm straightening the elbows here. My elbows are locked. I'm going to press my seat back because now I'm prepping to shift back. Tucking the chin into the chest, I'm going to take the next deep breath in and exhale, straighten the knees. Lift the seat and hips high. As soon as I do that, I'm going to push my head in between the elbows here. So what's happening here in this downward facing dog? My shoulders are opening up in the front. I'm still opening up my hamstrings and calves, tucking in the lower back. I'm extending the spine fully. I'm also stretching my toes. I'm stretching the arches of my feet. There's a lot of stuff going on. In your down-facing dog, you don't want to shift your weight forward. You want to shift it back, so push yourself to the back of the mat. If you feel tightness behind the legs, behind the hamstrings and calves, put a small or big bend into the knees. You can also press the feet and ankles together, separate them hip width distance apart, or to the width of the mat. To deepen is if you want to go deep into your downward-facing dog here. Bend the knees. Continue to press the seat back, tuck in the lower back. Push yourself further to the back of the mat so that the thighs can make a little bit more contact with your stomach and chest. Pressing it back, drawing the head a little bit closer to the mat and floor. So next, we're going to go ahead and take the leg that we had in the front that we started with, and we're going to step that foot forward up to the hand. So if you don't step it there within the first step, don't be afraid to take your left hand and scoot that left foot forward. We're going to come into that low lunge for just a moment, dropping everything into the hips. Take another deep breath in, step the back foot forward. Come into that full forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, we're going to flatten the back. Come into half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Take that deep breath out and round the back, come into full forward fold. Press into the feet and toes. Tighten the stomach from the left into the right hip. Breathe in. Come into that standing upward salute. Pressing the palms together. Rolling the shoulders back. Breathe out. Palms press at heart center. So what we do on one side of the body, we want to do on the opposite. So I'm going to do the sun salutation on my opposite leg. Definitely feel free to follow me through this flow here. And after we're done with the opposite side of the flow, we're going to go into another version of sun salutation that may speed it up a little bit. So that's for those who feel a little bit more comfortable with sun salutation of the flow. For those who've had a little bit of experience with sun salutations, that third version will definitely be for you. But coming to the opposite side, breathing in through the nose, rolling the arms around the body, palms pressed at the top of the head. Exhale, press the palms at heart center. We're going to start it off, breathe in, reach the arms up, come into your back bend, whether it's small or big. Press the seat and hips forward, press the thighs forward, lean back. Exhale, full forward fold. Come into that full forward fold, round the back. Allow the shoulders to roll forward. If you feel that tightness behind the legs here and your hamstrings and your calves, put a small big bend into the knees. Breathe in, we're going to flatten the back. Put a small arch into the low back so that you can help flatten the back. Press the head forward. Take your vision towards the floor, towards the mat. Exhale, full roll forward, round the spine. Feel free to allow your hands and arms to dangle if that's where you are. Tuck the chin into the chest. We're going to breathe in, step the one leg back, the opposite leg back. So if you started on your left leg, then your right foot should be forward. And if your right foot was forward when you started, your left foot should be forward here. Once again, taking all the variations. If you're going to lower your back knee, slide the back knee back so that all of your weight drops into the hips. And if your leg is straight, and curl those toes under and straighten the back leg. Bend into the front knee while you're doing that. While you're sliding the knee back or sliding the foot back, bend into your front knee. Make sure that front knee is over top of the ankle here. Again, all of the weight drops into your hips here, using your fingertips, palms, or blocks, or canned fruits or vegetables or books on either side of your front leg. We're going to lift the chin just a little bit and relax the shoulders, feeling the heart drop, feeling the chest drop just a little bit. Take the next deep breath in, coming into our high push-up, high plank pose. We're going to breathe in, step the front leg back with a flattened back. There's some tension in the stomach there. Or you can come into hands and knees, tabletop pose. So again, for those who are hands and knees, tabletop pose, we're going to come into our Chaturanga Dandasana. So again, roll the elbows forward, bend the elbows into the body, relax the shoulders. Lower chest, seat, and legs. For those who are in a high push-up, high plank pose, again, tension in the stomach, bend the elbows into the body, flatten the body fully. Coming into our back bend, pressing the palms either underneath the shoulders or beside the rib cage, or sliding the elbows forward and pressing into your Sphinx pose. So coming into whichever, baby, medium, full cobra, upward facing dog, wherever you want with your back bend, breathe in, push away from the mat, feeling that deep arch and bend into the back here. Exhale, flatten the body. For those who are coming into downward facing dog via hands and knees tabletop pose, you're going to lift yourself into hands and knees tabletop pose. Go ahead, make your adjustments with curling the toes under, stretching the toes, pressing within the balls of the feet. And as you exhale, straighten the knees, lift the seat and hips. Push yourself to the back of the mat. If you're in Chaturanga Dandasana and you're ready to come into your downward facing dog, do the same thing. Curl the toes under, stretch the toes, press within the balls of the feet. Take the next deep breath in. Exhale. Lift the seat immediately. Push your seat to the back of the mat. Draw the head in between the elbows. Feel the back of the neck open here. If you feel that tightness there, you can also lift and lower the heels, pedaling the heels. Take that next deep breath in. We're going to lift the front leg that we started off with. And then inhale, exhale, step that foot forward. Come into that low lunge, whether you're lifting or lowering that knee. Relax the shoulders. Again, all of your weight dropped into the hips here. Take the next deep breath in. Step the back foot forward. Come into that full forward fold. Inhale, flatten the back. Half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full forward fold. Breathing in, lifting the torso, rolling the arms around the body, palms can press together, fingers can interlace. Exhale, press the palms at heart center. So that is Sun Salutation A on both sides. So that's 2 rounds that we did, 2 rounds of that. So this next round we're going to get into, this is kind of skipping some of the steps that we did in the first 2 rounds. But for the most part, the flow is still the same. So again, this is for those who definitely want to step it up in the Sun Salutations. So breathing in, we're going to do the same thing. I'll walk myself out a little bit. Breathing in through the nose, roll the arms around the body. Exhale, palms press at heart center, push the elbows out. Inhale, extend the arms, press the hips and pelvis forward, lean back with your head, neck, and shoulders coming to that back bend, whether small or big. Exhale, rotate the torso forward, come to that full forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to flatten the back. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, we're going to hop, scotch, walk, run. However, we can jump back into high push-up, high plank pose. Some of us may want to run back. Rolling the elbows forward, exhale, lower the body. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into flattening the body. Inhale, curl the toes under, stretch the toes. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Take the next deep breath in. Exhale, jump forward, run, hop, scotch, walk forward, come into that full forward fold. Inhale, flatten the body. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift the torso. Standing upward salute. Press the palms together. Slowly exhale, press the palms at heart center. So we're going to get back into that flow once again. Again, feel free if you want to step back instead of jump back, you can do that. If you definitely want to run back, feel free to. If you want to jump back, as I'm going to do in this next flow, feel free to take on whichever version. The most important the thing that's just as important as the poses is the breathing flow that you're doing with your Sun Salutation. So, as you're moving and transitioning from one pose to another, don't forget to add that breath cue. So again, even if it's not on the same breath rhythm as I'm doing it, as long as you're inhaling and exhaling within each pose, that's really important. It's just as important. So again, take your time or go faster. Again, this is your practice. Make it yours. This is yours. This is your practice. So coming into our round here, we're going to do two more rounds of the faster version here. So again, don't worry about keeping up. Just again, focus on where you are within your practice. Breathing in, rolling the arms around arms, press together at the top of the head. Exhale, press the palms together, heart center. Inhale, lift the arms, come to your back bend, press the seat and hips forward. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders back. Exhale, swan dive. Roll the torso forward, come into that full fold Uttanasana. Tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, full forward fold, round the spine. Inhale, jump back, high push-up, high plank pose, or hopscotch, run back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the body. Try to run with the Dandasana, flattening the body. Inhale, come into that back bend. Relax the shoulders. Again, still roll your shoulders away from the ears. Feel free to sit here for a minute if you need to. Exhale, lower the body. Try to run with the Dandasana. Breathe in, curl the toes under, stretch the toes. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Take the next deep breath in. Exhale, hopscotch, walk, run. However you can step forward. Breathe in, flatten the back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, press into the feet, tighten the stomach, roll the arms around the body. Palms press together. Exhale, press the palms at heart center. Coming into our final round, breathe in to lift, back bend, exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, jump back, hands in these tabletop pose or high push-up, high plank pose. Tighten the core, exhale, lower the body. Inhale, lift into the back bend. Exhale, lower the body. Inhale, curl the toes under. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, step the feet forward. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, come to that high, standing upward salute. Exhale, palms resting at heart center. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for your session here. Again, remember, this is your practice, yours and yours alone. So your yoga may look different from my yoga and vice versa. Remember to feel free to use any of the props, such as pillows, blankets. It doesn't have to be official yoga gear, but if you have blankets, if you have a towel, if you have pillows, feel free to use them during your yoga practice. And again, they're really easy to find everywhere and anywhere. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg for them. Again, the focus should be on the quality of your practice, not the quantity of the money that you spend on it. So definitely take in all of the poses that we've done. Again, this is an all levels session, so if you need something a little slower, definitely take on a little bit of the slow version of the sun salutation. If you need to take it up another notch, feel free to kick it up that extra notch as well. Again, and you can always take these poses and grow your practice. So once you feel comfortable with your flow, you can definitely take it to that next level. You can also bring it back. Feel free to share all of the videos that you see here with friends and family. Do not keep this a secret. Share the love that you are receiving through these sessions with friends and family and other people within your groups and community. Again, yoga is for everyone, so don't feel like you have to hold on to it as a secret. It's for everyone. Everyone can do this, no matter what your level is, no matter what your physical capabilities are. You can always do this, and there's a saying that if there's a will, there's a way. Again, if you are connecting with me via YouTube, hello everyone, thank you so much for connecting. And if you're connecting on Facebook, thank you so much for connecting. Feel free to check out other videos on yoga poses on many of my social media feeds. You can go on Facebook, YouTube. You can also now, you can connect on TikTok and check out a couple of poses there as well. Again, this is your practice, and definitely take care of yourself. During these stressful times, especially during the winter season, a little bit of tension and stress can start to kick up, and because we kind of tap in and get into hibernation mode, that stress can kind of amp themselves up. So don't wait until spring to peel yourself into self-care and self-wellness. Do it now. Do it right now. Do it right here. If any questions on yoga classes, in person, on online, or just about yoga and yoga poses in general, or about this session here, definitely leave a message in the comment section. I definitely will get back to you. You can also leave a question, or you can contact me through Delana's Yoga Suite, www.DELANASYOGASUITE.com. Feel free to connect on Facebook as well, on Instagram, and again on TikTok and on LinkedIn. For anything, information about Delana's Yoga Suite, or just about yoga and Thai massage. And if you're interested in connecting and taking a class with me here at Delana's Yoga Suite, again, hit me up on the website. You can also hit me up on social media. For Thai massage sessions, I do provide that 7 days a week. If you want to come here to the studio, or if you want me to travel to you, yes, I travel to you for traditional Thai massage, chair massage, Thai massage, and table Thai massage. So you have those great options. So if you're interested in coming here, or if you want me to come to you, again, hit me up on the website. On YouTube, the website information will be in the description. So feel free to connect on the description. On Facebook, I will leave the website in the comments, but also connect with the page. Like and share the page, and share with everyone. I would love to see and hear you guys again on the mat. Let's not make this a long separation. Let's connect with each other a little bit more. My name is Delana Oliver. Once again, I'm here, and I'm the owner of Delana's Yoga Suite. And again, I wish you well, I wish you greatness, and I wish you self-care. Namaste.